The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Agent Strzok has a most unusual and largely self-serving definition of bias. Agent Strzok, despite the plain language of his texts and emails, despite the Inspector General's report, and despite common sense, doesn't think he was biased. He thinks calling someone destabilizing for the country isn't bias. Agent Strzok thinks saying someone he is allegedly investigating should be elected president 100 million to 0 before he ever interviews her. He doesn't think that's bias.
On August 26, 2016, you texted Ms. Page, quote, just went to a Southern Virginia Walmart. I could smell the Trump support. And smell is in capital letters, all capital letters. What does Trump support smell like, Mr. Strzok?
Sir, that's an expression of speech. I clearly wasn't smelling one thing or the other.
So earlier you had texted Ms. Page that another part of Virginia, Loudoun County, is, quote, still ignorant hillbillies, end quote. Is that what you meant?
No, sir, not at all.
That you consider Trump supporters to be ignorant hillbillies?
Not at all.
What did you mean by that?
Well, sir, the first thing I'd tell you is a proud Fairfax County resident, there's a healthy sort of competition between Fairfax and Loudoun. Second thing I would tell you is that in no way did I or do I believe any resident of Loudoun County or Southern Virginia or anywhere else in the nation are any of those things.
Wow. Unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. My name is Phil Grandy. It's 8 past the hour, and I wish we could watch that all day long, but you know what? I'm not going to talk about it because it's going to be all over TV for the next 3 days. But here's what's important. That affects our economy. What is going on right there affects our economy, and that's why I want to talk about the economy. I want to talk about your wallet. I want to talk about the stock market. That's what we need to talk about. It's incredible. I mean, I want to talk about if you work for 50 years, hard work, try to retire, put money together. And if you work for 50 years and you finally receive the typical long-term return, we'll say, of 7% in your 401k, and your fees, if they're just 2%, they're a lot more than that, but let's just use 2%, be conservative. What people don't realize is 2/3 of the money in your account doesn't go to your retirement. It goes to the gangsters. It goes to people who have no fiduciary relationship with you.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Not with you. I think, believe me, I love to talk about the FBI. I love to talk about these liberal Democrats. Love to talk about that for the next hour. But that's not going to solve your problem. It's going to be fun to listen to. We could make a lot of jokes. But when it comes to the end of the month, and you're almost ready to, let's say you start thinking about retirement, and you start at the end of the month and you look at your bills, you look at your savings, you go, oh my God, I'm not ready. I'm 55 years old, and I don't have nearly enough. And then when you really think about your 401k and you talk to an expert, you'll start realizing, because you're not going to believe me, you're not going to believe anybody, that there would be a a program that they would dare call a retirement program, where they would take 2/3 of the money you put in to save for your retirement, 2/3 would go away. Nobody would believe that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I've been saying that for years, but you can't get people to believe. 80% of the people in a 401k believe there is no fees, no expense. And every day they sit there, they don't understand. Every day they're ripping off these 401ks. These managers are ripping off $250 billion a day. They're skimming it off the top. Skimming it. It's a skimming operation. So I think that's more important. I warned everybody on January 15th, January 16th, that I thought the stock market crash was about to begin within the next couple of weeks. And it started January 26th. The market dropped 11%. If it wasn't for the plunger team, the president's working on markets, printing money coming in and giving the 5 largest banks money to buy their own shares, because what happened during that time, on January 26th, when the market dropped, they were not allowed to buy their own shares. No company was allowed to buy their own shares. There's what they call a blackout. When you are in a earnings season, which started yesterday, like yesterday, companies cannot buy their own shares. But yes, the president's working council on markets, the plunger team, could go out, have the central bank, the private bank called the Federal Reserve, which is no more federal than Federal Express, print money, give it to them to buy their own shares to make sure the bank stocks, which are the most important stocks, they're the bank stocks that lead the market up, lead the market down, make sure that didn't fall anymore. And for the last 5 months, they've been having a hell of a time trying to push that the market, the S&P, back up 11%. To do it, you know what they had to do? They had to print $600 billion and give it to the largest banks to buy their own shares, to try to push the stock market up. $600 billion, a record amount. And you don't think there's going to be a correction? Now, my gang members who are with me, we are looking forward to a correction, because my gang members never have to worry about a correction. Not with my chart, the MV2 color-coded chart, which never fails. It always tells you when a stock is going to drop, to get out before it does. It always tells you when the market's going to drop, because it monitors the institutional money. It monitors the big banks, the big insurance companies, the big hedge funds. They're the ones who make stocks go up and down with their investment. And when they pull their money out, it turns red, and it's warning you, you best take some money off or get out totally. Turns green, it's telling you, hey, they're injecting money. I think it's important for the president to come out now and start talking about the structural problem we have with our banks. We're concentrating too much wealth, not only in the hands of too few, the 1 percentile, but too few banks. Just 4 banks, Citi, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, represent 0.007% or 0.007% of all the banks in the United States, but they have somehow managed to control 41% of all the assets. What are you, nuts? Now, on top of burying the country under the unprecedented amount of household debt by pushing their credit cards, auto loans, and student loans on the struggling middle class, the banks have managed to screw you with your 401ks. More when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Thousands of investors trust PhilsGang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney of philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the PhilsGang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney at philsgang.com. Bill Bunkley, a friend and colleague, has been diagnosed with cancer. Bill has contributed so much to our community over the years as host of Faith Talk here at Salem Communication. Bill is now putting his faith in you. Bill needs to raise $30,000 for medical procedures. So please, go to philsgang.com, where I have posted a link for Bill's GoFundMe page. Please remember Bill in your prayers.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and make profits with philsgang.com and give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, today, a very good friend of mine, Ben Carson, of course, we call him always Dr. Carson, but now he's the United States Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. He came to Sarasota, visited with him, and he has a very important message. And I'm going to play the interview so you can hear what his message is. I'm so glad to talk with you today, and I'm so happy you're in Sarasota. And just for my listeners to understand why the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development is here, he's on an important mission, a very important mission.
Critical mission, because we really have to develop all of our talent and all of our young people. And reading, particularly at grade level, early on, really changes the trajectory of the lives of these young people.
And I'm 100% for that. You know, it's interesting. I always say on my show, I always tell my listeners, you know, everybody wants to go to college. I mean, why don't we have more trade schools? You know, we got to get these kids to read, but also let them learn how to count change and answer the phone and write a letter, these sort of things. And I just admire what you're doing, because this is so important. And I really hope that we can start moving a lot of these kids back to trade schools.
Absolutely. You know, interestingly enough, one of the big initiatives at HUD is Section 3, which has been on the books for 50 years as part of the Fair Housing Act. Says that if you're getting HUD money for a project, you have an obligation to hire some of the low-income people who live in that area, or to train them, or to give them contracts. And this is a mechanism whereby we can get people out of poverty, because so many of the policies have just led to generation after generation of helplessness and poverty. And in the long run, that doesn't do our country any good. It's an unsustainable process, and we're not developing our talent.
Why do you think that is? Somewhere along the line, like somebody has dropped the ball. I mean, we hear that. Well, I'll let you answer that question.
You know, I think there were some people who legitimately felt that they were doing the right thing by just taking care of people and saying, "Dear door, you poor little thing, I'm going to take care of you." What we really need, obviously, is creating pathways whereby people can help themselves. And I think most people, given an opportunity, would do so. But when you have policies in place where, you know, you're giving people rental assistance, but if they earn more money, you jack up their rent, or if they get married and bring another income into the household, they lose their subsidy. You know, these are the kinds of policies that keep people mired in poverty. And if you don't take advantage of good schools and good schooling and good schooling principles, then obviously you're going to have a bunch of young people who don't see the value of school.
And I know even our own community, the folks that I know, businessmen, I know they're having a tough time finding people that are skilled. And you know, and these, you just said, these are very high-paying, good jobs.
Absolutely. But what we have to do is work out ways to give people a vision. And that's really the reason that, you know, I'm here today, passing out books, working with the police department. If you give a young person a vision of what they can do, instead of constantly telling them what they can't do because everything's against them, it makes a huge difference. It made a big difference for me when I started reading, and there were so many people around who always were negative, but not my mother, and she made us read. Everybody was criticizing her. You can't make boys stay in the house and read. But, you know, it turned out pretty good.
I was so happy to have a chance to interview the secretary. He's such a great person. He really is. I got to know him pretty well, and he would make a great president. He really would. But his heart is really there. I mean, he's just every day he grinds away, and he's trying to improve the world. I mean, just like this book thing he's doing right now is so important. Get the kids to read, and, get them a job. And my whole point has always been, let's get the kids educated, get them to read, and then let's get into a school, a vocational school, where they can learn to be an electrician, learn to be a mason. There's so many kids today that have gone and gotten these student loans. And it's just unbelievable. They should have never even gotten a student loan. But and most of them who graduate, they never even use their degree, and they're up to debt, they're up to their ears in debt. But they're a victim of our banks. That's the situation. They're a victim of this big structural problem in our financial system, and they're being used just like auto loans. There's many people that shouldn't have auto loans, but they got auto loans. So we really have and the liberals keep saying, well, if you just raise minimum wage, what are you, nuts? Are you kidding? Kids have such an opportunity. Thank God they got a place to go for an entry-level job. They should be paying the business. They should be paying the businessman. Most kids, when they go and they start working at minimum wage, they don't even know how to say hello. They don't even know how to greet anyone. They don't know how to dress. They know nothing. And the liberals want them to make, instead of $7.50 an hour, $25. What are you, nuts? That's not the purpose of minimum wage. Minimum wage, the purpose is to give these kids an entry-level position they otherwise would not be able to get. Then they learn how to get along with people. They learn, they learn social skills. Kids don't even know how to say hello on the phone. I mean, my God, I'll call a friend of mine, and the daughter or son will answer. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
It's just so I think that Carson is doing a great job. One day I think Carson will be our president. We'll be back. It's 28 past the hour here on Phil's Gang. We'll talk about some stocks when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
that.
No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits.
Well, that puts me up $13,087 in 2 days.
I'm up like 15%.
I'm up $5,000 in a month and a half.
I'm up about 15% for this year. I'm up $28,000 since November.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, Phil's Gang. You hear me talk about my video group. These are folks who don't have any time to learn. I do the actual investing for them. I do a video 3 times a day. All I do is follow what I do. As a result, if you were a gang member from January, we now have a 16% return for my video group. Join my gang, philsgang.com. If you're busy, it's a perfect solution.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. For the full interview, just go to my site, philsgang.com, and the full interview with our Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Ben Carson, will be right there. Also, when you go to my site, free, just go to the homepage, and it will say, what is MV2? You hear me talk about MV2 all the time, and I got to tell you, MV2 saved the day. This week here, the MV2 proved its worth. What happened this week? This week, we've had headlines driving our stock market. Jibber jabbers driving our stock market. Monday, the market rallied after the headline was this: global stocks rally as tariff fear recedes. Tuesday, global stocks, well, the rally's fizzling as tariff fear again increases. Wednesday, the global stock rally has turned from a fizzle to a slump as trade wars re-escalate. The market dropped. Today, Thursday, just like Monday, global stocks rally as tariff fear recede again. What are you, nuts?
We have who's on first, what's on second. I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team.
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second. I don't know's on third.
You know the fellas' names?
Yes.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
And that's exactly what's going on. Every day they're giving us a new headline. It's driving the stock market, and it's driving people crazy. They're losing money in the market. One day they're buying, next day they're selling. That doesn't happen with my MV2. Give you an example. Banks are the most important sector of the 11 sectors in the stock market. In fact, we have the banks, and then you have the industrials, then you have the materials, and you have the semiconductors. Those four sectors are the most important. What does that mean? The hedge funds, the pension funds, the big banks who drive the stock market, they're called institutions, their money, the bulk of their money goes to those four sectors. The most important are the banks. The market can't move up or down without the banks. The banks lead the market up. Now, sometimes the market will go up on its own through hype, but it doesn't sustain itself because the banks don't follow. If the banks don't follow, the stock market is not going to sustain itself. So what happened this week with these on again, off again? Well, the problem is that every time they switch the headline, the dollar would then drop, then the dollar would increase. In other words, when you have headlines that tariff fear heightens, the dollar increases. That means people dump their industrial stocks. They get out of their material stocks. They get out of their semiconductor stocks. But especially industrial, because when the dollar increases, the industrials, the big companies like Caterpillar and the rest of them, they can't make money when the dollar is increasing. They can't compete. So what happens? So investors are jumping out of the industrial stocks. Then the next day, they tell us, oh no, the tariff fear is over. So now what happens? Instead of the dollar increasing, it goes back down. Then commodities are rallying and the industrial stocks are going down. So people are jumping out of the industrial stocks, going to the commodities or going to the banks. They're all over the place. But that didn't happen with me, not with my group, not with my gang members. Because the bank stocks, especially that group and all groups, when the banks rallied, if I take and put on my chart BAC, that's one that got hit the hardest, BAC, Bank of America. You can see clearly when the market rallied on Monday, look at the bank stock, shot straight up, but it stayed red. This stock has been red since $29.49, and it's dropped down to $27.61. And we were shorting the stock, meaning we were making beautiful money on that stock. We were up 6% in such a short period of time. And then on Friday, because I always tell my gang to take all their profit, and to not all, take their profits on Friday, because you never know what's going to happen on the weekend, and just leave what we call a scout. And we were so glad we did that. But we do that every Friday, because you don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. And Monday was proof. Over the weekend, they concocted this story that the fears were over. And these bank stocks all rallied. But we were fine. We kept all our profits because we took our profits on Friday. But the interesting thing, when it rallied on Monday, it remained red. And then it remained red on Tuesday. It started to drop back. Wednesday started to drop back. Today, dropping back. So it's a beautiful thing The MV2 follows the institutional money. It remained red, so that meant anybody who was with me and who follows the MV2, they would have known when that big rally happened on Monday and saw the banks running up, they would have jumped in. They would not have bought them because they remained red. Same thing with industrial stocks. If you take Caterpillar, again, we started to short Caterpillar because it turned from green to red at $157. We'll use that. $157. We started, when it turned red, we started to short it. We were making beautiful money from $157 all the way down to $133. So we had a 15% return. We had a 15% return since June 12th. Now, over the weekend, they concoct this fake story. And so what happens? People start jumping out, right? And all of a sudden, the shorts start covering their positions. Everybody who was short, like us, covered their positions, and the stock started to run back up. But it remained red, and I told my gang, no. The red indicates the institutions don't buy into it. They're not buying this. So it remained red. And guess what happened? It came all the way back down. So the beautiful thing about the MV2, it follows, not the jibber jabbers, not the noise, it follows the institutional money. So you always know when to get in and when to get out. And more important, when to get out. And then you can short it. So go to my homepage where it says, what is MV2? I put up 2 short videos to explain how it works. Check it out. Look, there's a lot of platforms, investing and trading platforms out there, but there's not one. There is not one like mine with the algorithms that follow these institutions, and most important, that says to get out. Identifies to get out. All of you have lost money in stocks because you never got out in time. I know that my platform, I've never seen another one that gets you out like mine does. So check it out. Go to the homepage and where it says, what is MV2? Now, when you get the MV2, you can simply just follow me. Every day I have what we call a video group. And I put like 4 stocks together, and that these 4 stocks, my gang will follow me, especially the gang members who don't have time, who are busy working. They will follow my 4 stocks, and 3 times during the day I change up the video, and I instruct people to I instruct them what to do. Buy it, sell it, add, don't take profits, take profits. They love it. So go to my site, philsgang.com, check it out, or call 877-600-GANG. And when you're making money, please remember St. Jude. We'll be right back with more stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done.
You have all the tools necessary to become a successful trader.
Phil's Gang is like having a pro by your side all day long.
I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
It is truly a great value for what it offers.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if your person says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Consumers are driving the economy. I mean, they have significant amount of net worth gains over the last several years. But again, the big picture is that the economy is still very healthy.
First of all, they don't have a big net worth gains. Are you kidding me? Our 157 million workforce who make an average income, a couple, $65,000 a year, at the end of the month are negative between $8,000 and $10,000. They don't have enough money. They use their credit cards to make up the difference. That's how they get in such credit card debt. And especially the reason why they're negative is because mostly of health care costs. That's the problem. They're not going out and partying. This guy's a liar. The economic fundamentals are just the opposite of what we are being told every day.
People feel richer and they have jobs. Why wouldn't they love the economy, right?
I mean, it's just insane. This stuff that we hear every day, how fantastic the economy is not the truth. And the facts prove it out. Example, consumer staples. What are they? Those are goods that people, the consumer, are unable or unwilling to cut out of their budget regardless of their financial situation. When the economy is in a recession, when the economy is not doing well or a period of slow growth like now, by the way, they tell us how our economy is growing and wages are growing. Really? Then answer this question. If the economy is growing, in the year of 2008, our economy grew on an annual basis 2.6%. Do you know where it ended up in 2017? 2.6%. Do you know where it's going to end up Now, at the end of this year, they're projecting 2.4%, not even 2.6%. So if the economy is growing, then why hasn't the economic GDP growth occurred? Earnings growth. They lie again. They tell us, oh, we're going into earnings season. Earnings are going to be up 20%. Wait a minute. That's not true. What they do is cherry pick. They take the S&P 500 stocks. There's more than 500 public companies. There are 5,000 public companies that are traded actively every day out of about 10,000. The 5,000 are the most traded stocks, companies. Now, the reason they don't measure the returns on all 5,000, which they should do, because it comes in at 2.1%. That doesn't sound very good. So what do? They use the S&P 500. Why? Because 4 stocks called the FANG stocks make up 41% of the 20%. So they cherry pick. This is unbelievable. To get an honest overall earnings growth, any quarter, you have to average the 5,000 most active public companies. They're not doing that. So we're getting different numbers, big numbers. Now, if you take, for example, if the country is so robust, then why did we have a butt-ugly durable goods number for the last 3 months? Now, durable goods is very important because durable goods are those items called discretionary items like jewelry, a boat, big screen TV, things that people do not need. They're not consumer staples. These are goods that they go out when they have extra money, extra savings. Now, they're being purchased, but through debt, because everybody believes debt is wonderful. So sure, they're being purchased, but with debt. There's the problem. And because we have so much debt, when you have and I'm not just talking about government debt that increased from 56 trillion to 67 trillion in the last 5 years. I'm talking about corporate debt that has increased from 58 billion to 74 trillion in the last 5 years. Household debt has increased 40 trillion, 47 trillion. On an annual basis, household debt to income is growing 32 times faster than income. What are you, nuts? Overall, government debt is growing 63 times faster than our nation's income. That's why we have a deficit, where our deficits are growing at $1 trillion a year. It means we're spending $1 trillion more than we take in. Are you kidding me? And they're telling us the economy is healthy? We can't grow. We've been at 2.6% for the last 10 years because of debt. You can't grow. Debt is an anchor around this economy. It drags the economy. Wages, they tell you, we have growth. Another lie. We are told the wages are growing. Really? No, that's not true. Because if you take a look at our wage growth, people are working from paycheck to paycheck. The real average hourly earnings growth has been unchanged year over year for the last 5 years. The average hourly earnings growth has been unchanged when you factor in inflation. For the last 2 months, real wage growth has collapsed. Weekly wage is up an anemic 88 cents year over year. Don't spend it all in one place. What are you, nuts? In June alone, they estimated a wage growth of 3 points, came in at 2 points. Oh, by the way, that was the same time our economic GDP growth for the second quarter was adjusted downward from 2.3 to 2%. Oh, but we're growing. Withholding tax, the most reliable gauge of wage trends, shows the trend for the past 5 years in wages not going up, but going down. Adjusted for inflation, wages in the last 5 years have dropped from 5% to 2.2%. While household debt is growing 32 times faster than a person's income. What are you, nuts? Tariffs, that couldn't have come at a worse time. That's why they're not even going to end up this year with 2.6%. They'll probably end up with 2% if they're lucky. Why? Because tariffs are going to drag the economy. When you do tariffs is when you have a GDP of 5%, you have a cushion. But they have to keep up with the lie, with the fake narrative that everything is wonderful. Your wages are going up. You're feeling rich. You feel so rich, it's incredible. So they now decide, let's do tariffs because we have the fake narrative out there, and people are believing it. It's unbelievable. They're taking parking space in the heads of the people that the economy is robust because they think that the American people sit on the longest stupid bench in history. What are you, nuts? If things were so good, then why is it that we're starting to rotate out of the best stock groups? We're rotating out of financials, we're rotating out of industrials, we're rotating out of materials, we're rotating out of semis, and guess where we're going? We're rotating into staples. We're rotating into Clorox. We're rotating into Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Post cereals and Kellogg's. Are you nuts? So why would it be rotating into stocks that are purchased by the institutions when they feel the economy is into a recession? Because what do they look at to see if they're entering a recession? Real simple. They look at the 10-year Treasury. If the 10-year Treasury, is at 2.89, which it is, or 2.86 today, and the 2 years at 2.51, that's called a flattening of the yield curve, meaning you need to have your 10-year Treasury at 2.86. You need to have your 2-year at 1.86. But when the 2-year is at 2.86, and then the 10-year is at 2.86, and the 2-year starts climbing from 1.1% up to 2.51, heading towards that same 2.86 on a 10-year, every time it's done that for 7 years, we went into a recession. That's why we are rotating. We have not. If you look on my chart, if you look at my MV2 chart, you will see in the last few months, the last 3 months, or 4 weeks rather, I'm sorry, in the last 4 weeks, they have taken a rotation. Finally, institutions are putting their money back into the consumer staples, pulling money out of the bank stocks, the industrial stocks, and guess what? When you're a gang member, you never miss that because you're with me, because my chart picks it up. No other chart, no other platform that I know of in this country does that. So go to my site, philsgang.com, click on the home page, and it says right there, what is the MV2? You see how it works. Then why don't you join my gang? 877-600-GANG. Join the gang now, $39.95. Remember St. Jude's. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.